If you like inexpensive military watches out of China, I am certain that you have heard about Baltany. Baltany is a brand that came to the scene a few years ago, offering really nice watches such as these tri-compacts, a B-type Flieger with an amazing crystal, with amazing anti-reflective, a Seiko VK in here, and just an overall great build quality. However, in the last times, there has been another brand offering about the same models, if not exactly the same models, called Militado, written just like it is written here. So today in this video I wanted to let you know if this new brand Militado is any good and even possibly better than Baltany at a lowest price. The similar model for this Baltany costs about $130, and this Militado with exactly the same looks costs around $95 to $110. So is Baltany any good, and do we have a deal in our hands with this Militado? Well, first of all, let's go to the looks of the watches. And even though I don't have exactly the same watch to show you, this is pretty much exactly the same as the other Baltany with the bicompacts. This is the same kind of watch, a chronograph, with the screw-down crown and pushers, offering 100 meters of water resistance on each. You both have a Seiko Mecha Quartz in here, meaning that the hour is kept by a quartz movement, but the chronograph is mechanical, as you can see when you operate it, and you can see the hand that is ticking away nicely. And while you push it and reset it, you can very much hear and see that these chronographs are Mecha Quartz. So let's go to the Militado, and we have exactly the same thing in here. So exactly pretty much the same movements, just with the no date version in here. There you go. So there's no telling them apart on that respect. Construction wise, we have pretty much the same watch case. For a time I thought it was exactly the same case. However, if you check, there's some very small differences on the lugs. For example, this part is pretty much flat, and on this one the tip of lug is a bit lower, sloping down, and here it is sloping upwards. So yeah, and there's another tell. It's that this lip in here, the part separating the bezel from the rest of the case, is flush in here, and you've got a small gap on the Militado. Besides from that, if you look really closely with a loop, you can see that you've got it's a little bit crisper on the Baltany. Not that it's bad on the Militado, but it's just a little bit crisper on the Baltany. If you flip the watches around, you can see the same screw down caseback with a Militado etched on the back and no markings on the Baltany. Construction wise, is there one that is better than the other? Well, while unscrewing the screw down crown and pushers, let me tell you that the Baltany actually feels more solid and premium. The Militado is a little bit more iffy, not that it's bad, but it's a little bit less precise than the Baltany. Lume wise are pretty much the same, using BGW9 and C3 Superluminovas, so none of them is a clear winner here. On the dials, I really have to say that even though this is not the same dial, the printings on the Baltany look crisper than on the Militado. When you look at the pushers, you can see that there's a very small difference, with the Militados being a tad bigger in diameter, but you would really be hard pressed to notice the difference. Where you see a much bigger difference is on the crystals. The Baltany is amazing because of that excellent piece of double-domed sapphire crystal with an excellent anti-reflective coating. Look at that. It is top level here because you can see reflections of my window. Compare that to the Militado. See how the Militado reflects the light on the window so much more. Let's see the light of the studios. Yeah, even in the studio lights, which is a direct light, you can see that the Militado is way more reflective. Both have sapphire, of course, slightly domed, but the Baltany is just vastly superior because of that excellent anti-reflective. I don't have, strap-wise, I do not have the original strap on the Baltany anymore. It was no good, so I just did not use it, but I put these great quality NATO in here. It was just a black NATO, not a high quality one. It was just, yeah, so. The Militado here has a pretty nice canvas strap, canvas on top and leather on the back. Even with a quick release, it is a bit tough and it might get some time to break in, but it even has a bit of, I don't know if it's leather, it might be leather, to protect the hole. QC wise, the Baltany is just impressive. I've seen no QC issues. I've had this watch for, yeah, over a year now, and I see no QC issues, everything is just perfect. However, it might just be my watch, but on the Militado, I don't know if you see, maybe let's zoom a little bit more, but there's a big fluff in there. And if I move the watch a bit, you can see that it's just there and it will just go somewhere else on the dials. See, it has just migrated right there. But you can see that it's no small piece of fluff, it's a big piece of fluff. So the fluff on the Militado, the superiority of the anti-reflective coating on the Baltany, and just a better construction will make me go ahead and recommend you the Baltany much more. Doesn't matter if it's $10, $20, $30 more. I really believe that it's better than you get the Baltany. If you have a different experience, if your Militado is just perfect with a better anti-reflective coating and without fluff and QC issues such as these, please do let me know in the comments. But for now, I do really recommend the Baltany. There's a description link in the description of the video where you can go ahead and buy the Baltany, not only this version, but the bi-compact versions such as this one. An excellent watch, this Baltany, and I totally recommend it. As for the Militado, yeah, maybe you're more lucky than me, but know that Baltany is just a superior watch. And nobody's paying me to say that. Also, if you like this kind of videos, these comparison videos, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel to see more. Well, thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.